Alright, let's keep this short and simple to the point. Last week, when Naruto and Delta did their fight, the first half of it at least, people all over Twitter were all up and about trying to say shit like, this is the best fight in Boruto, this is the best fight, da 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 da. It doesn't really matter what they're really saying because the fact of the matter is that they're all incorrect either way. This is not the best fight of the series, this is not the best fight for Boruto. This fight was overall okay. With the second half included with this week's episode, the fight overall was okay. The meaning and the storytelling and the plot relevance that this has for the overall narrative moving forward means a lot more than what the actual fight ended up being in the first place. I thought the second half looked a little bit better, and maybe just because I thought the animation looked a little bit more smooth. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but I just thought the second half looked a lot cooler. It had a lot more scenes that I thought were a little bit more impressive, and it just overall looked more entertaining to watch than it did in the first half. That's basically just my general consensus of what I thought about the fight. Just, it was okay. Its plot relevance is so much more important than anything else, but overall, as a fight, as people were really wanting to see it, it just wasn't really, up to front with how it could have potentially have been. Unfortunately, I just didn't really like it all too much. I thought it was only okay. Overall, the episode just continues on with this week's episode with Naruto and Delta fighting, and the characters are just reacting in the background when they're not fighting. Delta is obviously very hot-headed and straightforward, and she keeps trying to go after Naruto. They have a little, hand-to-hand combat with each other, taijutsu stuff, and it looks really cool. Naruto just doesn't give a fuck at this point, and he just really wants to, beat the hell out of Delta. And eventually, like, the climactic fight, climax of the fight is Naruto starts hitting Delta with a massive Rasengan, and then eventually a super massive Rasengan, because he's trying to break out the absorption technique, or not technique, but absorption, like, scientific tool that she has implemented into her eye, because he figures out earlier on that she potentially has that ability, and she's able to store up the chakra that she's absorbed, but she can only keep such an amount of chakra inside of her body. So he's trying to get rid of that, and then once he does, he ends up hitting her with a supermassive Rasengan, and then there's a really cool shot that's probably used for the thumbnail. You're probably going to see it in the thumbnail, because I just think it looks really cool. That was a really cool shot, and that's basically just what ends up happening. Afterwards, we get to see Boro, and he is referred to as the Savior by a couple of villagers. He ends up healing them of their sickness. And this is furthermore how it shows how Kara has been trying to get its followers, and it's by continuously helping people and manipulating them to think that they're actually the good guys when they're really not. They're actually doing very terrible, evil things. And there's the reference and the mention of the infinite Tsukuyomi again. And not only were they going after the God Tree in the previous arc with the Victor, and I forget the other guy's name, it's been a while. They're now trying to bring back and create and activate the infinite Tsukuyomi again, so obviously that's going to have to play a part as well to their overall grand scheme with bringing back Ishiki. So, very interesting. I don't know what exactly they're going to do with the infinite Tsukuyomi other than put people under sleep with the infinite Tsukuyomi, but only time will tell what actually is going to end up happening. But other than that, it just kind of ends off. We get to see previews. Kawaki wants to learn how to use ninjutsu because he realizes that, even he himself has chakra. Because he got his arm all fucked up because of Delta's destroying regenerative eye beams. It looks like he's gonna get the arm that Naruto had used in one of the previous episodes. The episode where he actually sparred with Boruto. It looks like he's gonna get that arm and he's gonna start using it until potentially he regenerates his old arm back. I don't know if it completely destroys them and they never go back, or they never come back, or if it's just a temporary thing. I have no idea. I don't really remember the context of what she had meant that for. But he's gonna get the arm regardless, and he's gonna learn how to do some ninjutsu training, and it's probably gonna be really interesting. I honestly, this whole arc so far with all these episodes with Kawaki just kind of acting like a normal person and experiencing things that he's not very used to yet, honestly has been the stuff that's been the most entertaining. And then we got this fight, and I was like, wow, this for some reason feels like it's just at a grinding halt with the plot. even though the fights were honestly some of the best parts of the series. It kind of felt like this whole Naruto versus Delta fight just didn't really mean anything when, especially it seems like they're hinting at the fact that she's not really dead and she's gonna come back because she ends up self-destructing in the episode, but her drone is still around, so it seems like she's still gonna be able to come back in some way. I don't know. I just don't think that she's gonna be gone forever. It's very interesting that they would do that, but whatever. No one ever really stays dead in the show, anyways, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the episode. It was fine. The fight with Naruto versus Delta was fine. Anybody who's saying that this is the best fight in the series, they're fucking wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. If you want more, subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.